I think with those additions, we will see them make a playoff appearance. I don't know if they are going to be the 4 seed, 5 seed, but I think they won't necessarily have home court advantage, but they will be a part of the playoffs. Not necessarily a play in. I think they'll have like a secure spot. So we'll see.
We deserve it. We've been to the playoffs since D Wade was there with Rondo that year that we lost to the Celtics. But it hasn't been consistent since the D Rose and Noah days. So hopefully, this can be a turnaround for us making the playoffs consistently. And Chicago back on the
I
map.
really appreciate you staying on brand with this All NBA. We Bucks, Bulls, Suns. Does it ever stop? How many teams? How many teams we going with
The
this year?
Bulls was the first NBA game I ever
Okay.
went to in history. Like, it was the first game I went to. Like,
Cool.
my pops took me to Chicago Stadium, and when I was a kid, and I seen Mike. So it was like the Bulls been there. You live here. It's like you got to, but they ain't been doing nothing. Like, it's nothing to really talk about.
I haven't heard anything about the Bulls. It's been Giannis this, Giannis that. Now
the Bucks still winning regardless.
Now it's no stop.
Like, if the Bucks come play the Bulls in the playoffs, I'm going with the Bucks. Like,
Okay.
it's going to happen. Like, Giannis in 3 doesn't matter, but.
Okay, let's just stay on top. I'm happy you stand on brand with the we. So will we be seeing a Zach LaVine jersey, Nikolai? I mean, who's jersey? DeMar.
I think I need an IO. Need an IO one.
All right.
I need an IO.
I don't know if those are going to be in production, but okay. You might be able to get a custom made.
I go our Bulls culture right there. I'll take a Zach one though, and the black one's cold. I'll take a Zach one in the black. Them cold. I like those.
Still no Giannis jersey, but all right, carrying on. So also, I think with a full training camp, that's gonna bode a lot better for the Bulls this season, because it seems like Vucevic came on at like the end of the season, and they never really fully got a chance to mesh. Like I said, Zach got hurt. At least now you are bringing in newer faces. I guess you could say a lot more veterans. The team compared to teams in the past, and I think a training camp will help with kind of getting everybody to mesh, kind of defining roles and stuff like that. Obviously, Zach is going to be the man. It's going to be your go-to, but everybody else, I think training camp will help them with, okay, what's my role in this team? What can I do to help us win and potentially make the playoffs? I don't think the goal is championship for this team. not by any stretch, but I think first step for sure will be making the playoffs.
They still pretty young though. It's only DeRozan and Vucevic is 30 plus.
No, I wasn't saying as far as like age, but as far as like experience in the league.
They do got a lot of experience. Even though they got some young players, most of them been in the league for a minute.
Outside of Williams, I think everybody in the starting lineup is going to be basically like a veteran, like at least 3 years plus. And you have essentially 3 All-Stars, former All-Stars, however you want to say it. Yeah, so you got those 3. They've been All-Stars. I know Lonzo hasn't been, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I think they'll be able to definitely make. Maybe I'm not gonna say make a lot of noise, but they'll make some noise this season compared to last. So
we can all actually go to a Bulls game this year. It might be fun to watch.
Oh, I'll be there when they play Brooklyn, potentially LA.
I'm definitely going with the Bulls on that one.
You don't believe that?
I do.
You don't.
I'll stick to it.
You're sad.
I'll stick to it.
You really gotta stop. You really gotta stop. The hate is real.
I don't care.
No, I would definitely be attending the Brooklyn game. Lakers maybe. Lakers is kind of closer towards that Christmas time, and yeah, Bulls tickets, even though they kind of suck, they still kind of expensive. So I don't know.
Bulls next.
I'll be there.
Talking about Bulls in 6. Something like that.
Cut it out. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. You don't believe that, man. You gotta stop.
You win some, you lose some, man.
Yeah.
Bucks in 3.
No, Bulls in 3 over the Bucks, but we'll talk about that another day.
People left on this glorious night.
Now we mentioned that Zach DeMar, and Vucevic have all been All Stars in the past. Now, in the upcoming season, do you see any of those three potentially being All Stars this upcoming season?
Zach, that's it.
No love for DeMar.
I mean, he had to beat out Zach because they still like they're like. Well, I guess they're like the guard and forward conversation. I guess
Hey,
you
I'm
could
I'm
say
just
he had
saying.
to beat out Zach though.
I play devil's advocate and kind of you always down Ben Simmons. So let's just say that Ben Simmons not an All Star this season. That opens up a guard forward spot. We can't slide DeMar in or
Nah,
Vucevic.
Vucevic before Demar. Demar would be like the last third All Star, but Zach is probably a guarantee at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, Zach's probably a guarantee. 10
We
times out of
we
10.
we keep having to preface these statements with no injuries. If everybody's healthy, no injuries.
No injury, Zach's a guarantee All Star. But the other two, I mean, Vucevic has been an All Star before, like a couple of times.
You know, I take that
Demar
back. You
too.
might be right. It might just be Zach because I'm pretty sure with a healthy Brooklyn Nets, it will be 3 spots secured by them this season. Just saying, man. Just saying. We gotta. You heard what that man said yesterday, right? A healthy James Harden, scary hours.
Zach guarantee All Star. Now at this point, you know what? Bulls big three over Nets big three at this point because
You just
he's
reaching.
killing me, man.
You
This
just
man's
reached.
killing me, man.
You really reached the Bulls big three.
Bulls big three,
Hey,
big
hey,
three.
guys, after this episode, in the comments below, I will be taking applicants for a new co-host. This is getting really sad. The Brooklyn hate. You said I eliminated the Chicago fan base. Brooklyn, yeah. Won't be no Brooklyn love on this one. All right. So obviously we given our predictions as far as the seeding, potential all stars. Now, what is the ceiling for the season? Now, I said the actual team's ceiling or expectations will be playoffs. But how far do we see? We see a first round exit, second round exit, conference finals.
I'm going 45 wins,
Okay.
and I'll say, because let's say if they get the fourth through the six play five.
No, six play
No,
three.
no, six play three,
Yeah,
four and
play five. Right.
I'd say second round.
Second round exit. Okay.
Second round exit. I feel like if they get anywhere between the fourth and the sixth, like that'd be like a good matchup. Like, you know, New York or like Atlanta or something. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they can get through that. It may not be like a 4-0 sweep, but like, you know, 6 games, 7 game series like that, they can get out of that. But once they get to the second round, it's like, oh yes, it's no more playing no more. So
Yeah, I think season's gonna play a big part. Obviously, if you play one of the big three in the East, if you play Sixers, Nets, or Bucks in the first round, you're going home.
that's
But
that's
if they play
home.
somebody like you said, Atlanta or maybe New York, I think they can pull it out. But I think if they want to play somebody like the Heat, probably going home first round.
I say if they play like the Heat or the Celtics, they'll
Oh,
probably
you
go
know what?
home
I don't
first.
know. Celtics, I don't know.
Well, I mean, JT and Jalen has been there before. Nobody on the Bulls has been there besides DeMar and
Yeah.
Vucevic.
Yeah.
But Vucevic was getting bounced in the first round,
Mm.
and DeMar's been in far in the playoffs, but nobody else has really been there. And it kind of does play a factor. Like, you never been to the playoffs, and like it kind of plays a big factor in like winning. JT and Jalen has actually, you know, been
Now,
there.
not to down the Celtics fans, but they caught some breaks now in the playoffs.
They definitely did.
They caught some breaks, so I wouldn't just make it seem like they just been killing and they.
Nah, they
So
definitely did.
They caught some breaks on some of those deeper playoff runs, but
I feel like the Bulls have a better chance of beating the Celtics than the Heat, though.
yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. Like I said, I feel like the Heat would definitely beat them in the 7 game series, but the Celtics, I actually feel like that would be a great series to watch. I think it would go back and forth, kind of respark that old rivalry from back in the day. So
But yeah, they got to keep it between guaranteed second round
hmm
They got to keep it between 4 and 6. If you playing 1, 2, 3, it's over with.
Oh yeah, yeah. If they're anywhere like you said, below the sixth seed, if they're like one of those playing teams, 7 or 8 seed,
Yeah,
no.
it's not
Unless
gonna
you
be
catch
enough.
somebody and somebody gets hurt, nah. I don't see it happening. So
But yeah, I say 40, about 45 wins, um, first round.
heard it here first. 45 wins, first round.
That's what I'm going with.
So you say you're getting a black Giannis? Oh, I'm sorry, Zach LaVine jersey. Okay, got you. Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it. We going to a Bucks and Bulls game. Y'all gonna see me there with my Bucks jersey on.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Freshman Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Hey man, if it's a Bucks podcast out there, let me know.
Yeah, we'll gladly trade you. We'll gladly trade you. They not gonna be around for too much. You guys had your run. All right, guys, we're out.